deserve.
Time now for Wild's Weird and Wonderful. I'll get you started. Jock Peterson, 3 home runs, 8 RBI to help the Giants beat the Mets. You know, Peterson chatted with Barry Bonds before the game, called it the best hitting conversation he's ever had. And then Jock basically turned into Bonds. Monster Nights. What do we think Bonds told him about hitting? Wilds, what else you got for us?
We'll start with the weird. Mavs Warriors. Got a rain delay. It ended up being a 16-minute delay until they put up some sort of contraption on the roof. Overall, Mark Cuban not very happy. Just a quick half-baked idea. I would take that contraption to Shark Tank immediately and really put the screws to Mark Cuban. Be like, oh, you don't want this? You don't want your leaky roof? Moving on to the wonderful. Tom Brady. Drafted by the Expos a long time ago, taking some left-handed batting practice. Gronk. Having to do the whole outfield. Is Gronk coming back? Can we get some news on that? We all assume that he is. Always sneaky amount of QBs that could be baseball players, too. Brady, Jameis, Russ, Kyler, and Mac Jones wasn't drafted, but I'm sure he could. I've never seen any report that Mac Jones could play baseball, but I'm sure he could start second for the Red Sox. Oh, Mahomes!
How do you leave out Mahomes?
In my honest to God, Nick, I'm sorry. In my doc, I said, Dusty, am I missing anyone? And Dusty was too busy talking about a video game that he beat last week.
Don't blame Dusty. Don't blame Dusty.
It says, Dusty, am I missing
for your
anyone?
anti-Mahomes bias.
He's an instigator,
Lil Wayne's going to be disappointed.
He had to do the whole outfield.
He did it to set both of you up.
Third quarter, Mavs Warriors. Broussard, this is going to be an interactive, weird and wonderful. If this was the goal, Broussard, if I was like, Broussard, you have to do this, how many free throws would it take for you to accomplish that? Give me a number.
5,000.
Honestly, maybe thousands. Yeah, I mean, come on. And not just me, I think almost anyone. Who could do that?
Incorrect. I could do it in the 11th try. Moving on to the wonderful. Luka Fowl throws up this shot. I like it. Iverson, still the king of the very high shot. He did that one on Dwight Howard. But Luka's strong contender. Luka goes for 30, 14, 9. That's a weird and wonderful from the National Pastime. That didn't count, by the way.
Did not count. Got some football. Let's run the no huddle. Tyreek Hill spent the last 4 years playing with all-world quarterback and former baseball player Patrick Mahomes. But he wanted to get paid, and it wasn't going to happen in KC, so now he's in South Beach with Tua. It doesn't mean Tyreek isn't confident in his new quarterback. Take a listen.
I just feel like football is all about confidence, you know, and I'm very confident in my quarterback, you know, so I just feel like, you know, if I'm able to, like, help him get all the confidence in the world and push other guys to push that confidence into him, then the sky's the limit for the guy, you know, because he's a heck of a talent, you know, has crazy arm strength, arm talent, you know, so like I say, man, we're all excited, you know, just to watch him sling the ball each and every day.
I mean, what was he going to say when asked that question? He does love his new quarterback. Broussard, are people sleeping on Tua? Nick's not.
Oh, well, obviously, Nick is more than sleeping. I mean, he's just completely dismissing my man. And here's what Nick's going to say. I'm sorry for preempting you, Nick. But you're going to say, clearly, Tyreek just told us. He's all about building up the confidence of his teammate, which I get. There's probably a part of that. But, Nick, you don't go overboard. You don't have to say he throws one of the best balls I've ever caught in the NFL. Or actually, he didn't just say the NFL ever. All right, so you got Mahomes. Okay,
oh, yeah.
I'm sure he throws a better ball than Tua. But then you got Alex Smith and whoever he played with in college. So I think he's probably being true. So you don't have to go overboard with the praise if you really don't believe in the guy. So to answer Jenna's question, yes, people are sleeping on Tua, and more importantly, more accurately, people are unfairly down on Tua. I don't know if he's going to be great, but I think the fact that people have written him off already is ridiculous. Okay? He's only played or started 21 games. That's not even a season and a half. 21 games. Oh, and in those 21 games, let's see, the first season, he was coming off a horrific hip injury that some people didn't think he'd even be back by then to play from. All right, so that's number one. All right, number 2, he had a receiving core that was pedestrian at best his rookie year. Okay. Number 3, the last 2 years, he's had one of the 3, maybe 5 worst offensive lines in football. Okay. And, never mind that in those 21 starts with a horrible offensive line, with 1 season of no really good receivers, he goes 13-8. He's 13-8 as a starter. Okay, and you know I'm about wins. Okay, so all I'm saying is this. Now that he had Jalen Waddle, he improved in every category last year, Nick, with Jalen Waddle. Now you add Tyreek Hill. And I look at what Stephon Diggs did for Josh Allen. Not that Tua's going to be Josh Allen, but still, huge jump.
Stop.
No, let me finish. Huge jump for Josh Allen when he got a top-flight receiver in Stephon Diggs. Let's look at Kyler Murray. Same deal. Huge jump once he got D-Hop as a receiver. So I'm just saying, Nick, they got Teron Armstead to shore up that offensive line. Now they've got 2 top-flight receivers in Waddle and Tyreek. And he's got everything he needs now, and a quarterback or a coach that believes in him, and a quarterback-friendly system.
Right.
So I'm just saying, yes, he could be the second best quarterback in that division, and I'm not necessarily predicting him to make the playoffs, but be the second best.
That's an indictment on Mac Jones,
so yeah,
not a
people are
compliment
sleeping.
on Tua.
People are sleeping on him.
No, they're not sleeping on him. They're not sleeping on him. Bro, you're great at a lot of things on TV. Predicting what I'm going to say is you're like 0 for your last 9. I was not going to say anything about the confidence. What I was going to say is Tyreek Hill is sad.
You shifted.
Tyreek Hill is very, very sad. And is, the only thing, he left that press conference, was like, oh my God. And then he got an alert from Chase Bank. It's like the direct deposit. He's like, okay, I feel a little bit better. That's why I'm here. Guys, Tyreek Hill went from Patrick Mahomes to Tua Tagovailoa. He knows he knows football-wise it was a terrible decision, but Miami's a great city, and they paid him a bunch of money, and good for Tyreek. He was great in Kansas City. I wish him nothing but the best. But Wiles, if people are sleeping on Tua, then I'm comatose on Tua. I don't care what his record is. I don't care what the circumstances are. Guys, we know he can't throw the ball more than 35 yards. Because I watch him play. So I watch him play. He looks like he's playing 500 in the schoolyard, just throwing little pop flies. No, he's not good. Tua is not a good quarterback.
All right.
I don't know. I don't know.
All right.
Yes. We have 2 anti-highlights.
That's the best clip we can get.
Yes. That was great. Give me more. Give me more Tua anti-highlights.
I'm gonna defend. Well, I'm breaking up. I'm getting a little Max Headroomy.
No, you're good.
Can I defend Tua for a second and take a shot at Mahomes in the process? The thing that used to drive me crazy about watching these Chiefs games is that I would watch this game and I said, oh my God, that little dump to Tyreek Hill just went for 30 yards. And you come in and, Patrick Mahomes had 400 yards. I'm like, yeah, that counts as a 20-yard touchdown, this little thing to the flat. So he caught 27 passes at or behind the line of scrimmage. Combine that with, we know that Mike McDaniel coming from San Francisco and how successful they were with Debo. Nick, I'll pose it to you because since you've watched more Tyreek than anybody. Do you think that we're going to get a ton of deep shots with Tua and Tyreek? Or do you think it's going to be a little bit of, all right, let's take all those packages behind the line of scrimmage and add a little bit of Debo flair that Mike McDaniel can cook up, and we'll actually see a different Tua so that we don't need to have these long bombs. We don't need to be talking about arm strength.
Yes, Tyreek is a Hall of Fame level player. Tyreek will still make an impact. And they, of course, they're going to do a lot of incredibly short passing because Tua can't throw the ball long. So, yeah, of course. But Tyreek's best attribute is his straight line speed. And give me a break. I can't believe, I didn't know Brew was part of Tuanon. I didn't know.
Tuanon.
Jimmy G talk. Jimmy Garoppolo.